Hello beautiful soul, and welcome back to the Divine Prophetic Channel, your sacred refuge for heavenly insight, spiritual truth, and deep comfort. If this is your first time here, know that you were led here by divine design. There are no accidents in the spirit realm. If you're hearing this message right now, it's because heaven is calling your name and there's a word waiting just for you. God has something precise, heartfelt, and prophetic to deposit into your spirit today. I want you to pause, breathe deeply, and let your heart settle into stillness. This isn't a message to scroll past, it's a word to absorb, to receive fully. Go ahead, write it in the comments now. I receive. Yes. Type it boldly as your faith in motion, your yes to alignment, your yes to spiritual elevation. Because you're not just here for comfort, you're here for divine transformation. Hear me clearly, there is a person of great influence and resources being divinely stirred for your sake. Someone of stature, of wealth, of spiritual depth is being guided to find you, not to admire from a distance but to move in alignment with heaven's plan and relocate for love. This is not ordinary affection, this is covenant love sent by God Himself. Heaven sees the tears you've cried in private, the battles you've endured silently, and the love you've given when no one acknowledged it. And now the shift begins. Favor is falling, and someone is beginning to perceive you beyond the physical. They're being drawn to your essence, your soul, your spirit-led energy. They may have glimpsed you in a vision, seen your photo, or heard your name in prayer, and they can't shake the pull. That's the Holy Spirit orchestrating connection. You may feel overlooked now, hidden in the shadows, but Isaiah 43 verse 19 is alive in your life. Behold, I am doing a new thing. God is creating pathways where there were only barriers. And this relocation is not just geographical, it's a full realm shift. It's emotional, spiritual, relational, and destined. This person is willing to rearrange their life, cross oceans, shift cities, change everything for love that carries heaven's fingerprint. They will declare like Ruth did, "Where you go, I'll go. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God." They're not intimidated by your light, they're drawn to it. They aren't coming to dim your purpose but to ignite it with their own. Proverbs 18 verse 22 affirms it, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor." You are not too complicated, you are chosen. This person sees your anointing, not just your achievements. They've had status, they've had noise, but now they crave peace, truth, legacy, and that's what your presence brings. You're being recognized not because you chased attention, but because you stayed rooted in the kingdom. Matthew 6 verse 33 breathes this truth, "Seek first the kingdom, and all these things shall be added." Yes, even love. Even favor. Even relocation. Speak it now, I believe. Declare it aloud. Because heaven is listening. You're not receiving just any love, but one that reflects God's heart, a love that brings clarity, not confusion. A love that arrives with action, not just words. A love that shows up fully, ready to walk beside you with vision and commitment. This person will ask about your destiny, pray with you through storms, and celebrate your voice. And more than anything, they'll recognize the God within you. You've faced intense warfare lately because the enemy senses what's about to unfold. But Isaiah 54 verse 17 breaks the lie, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." No confusion, no past failure, no delay can stop what God has set into motion. When they come, it won't be vague, it will be undeniable. They will move mountains, literally and spiritually, to align with this divine assignment. Like this message if it's confirming something in your spirit. Subscribe to this channel. This is only the beginning. The angels are revealing something deeply prophetic. You've prayed for someone who sees you, honors you, walks with God, and now they're being stirred in the spirit to move toward you. It may not make sense to them yet, but the pull is divine. You've wondered why the pruning had to hurt so much. John 15 verse 2 says, "Every branch that bears fruit he prunes so it may bear more." The pain was preparation. The letting go was divine clearing. And now, someone prepared by God, seasoned through fire, grounded in integrity, is being led your way. Not for convenience, but for covenant. They've built wealth, but they're tired of building alone. They crave your light, your truth, your prayers, your peace. They'll say, with you, I feel like I've come home. Your presence will quiet their storms. God is not just moving you into a new space, He's birthing a new dimension of favor. You'll soon walk through doors you once only prayed for. Documents will be signed. Opportunities will appear. Passports, invitations, divine connections. But more than all that, your peace will increase. God is not late. He is precise. Romans 8 verse 28 declares that all things work together for good. Even the heartbreak. Even the silence. Even the redirections. When this person enters, their peace will mirror yours. There won't be a chase, just a flow. There won't be guessing, just knowing. You won't have to perform or impress. They'll know. And more than love, they'll bring alignment. Your names will be whispered in their prayers even before they know it's you. Heaven is guiding them with urgency. Prepare. Release what no longer serves. Heal, hope, expect. This person has loved and lost before, but now, they are being led to love with purpose. And your soul will recognize theirs. You'll both feel the divine timing. Let go of fear. God is in the new place already. Your aura is favor-wrapped. And your name is echoing in the corridors of destiny. You are not being overlooked, you are being hidden for the right eyes to see you. Declare it now in the comments, I'm moving in God's timing. Or say, I receive my divine partner. When you declare, heaven moves. Your story is shifting, not just toward a new address but into a new atmosphere of overflow, purpose, and honor. Don't shrink, rise. Don't doubt, believe. You are not average. You are anointed. and your next move is covered by God. Remember Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you." This is your time. This is your turn. And this love, it's not fantasy. It's fulfillment. Stay faithful. Stay ready. Stay expectant. The kingdom is rejoicing. Your relocation, your restoration, your revelation, it's already underway. And when the right person appears, they won't just enter, they'll arrive with purpose, with peace, with power. You were made for this. You were born for this. The angels are singing over your story even now. And what's coming next will be more beautiful than you imagined. Blessed and ready. That's who you are. You're not imagining the shift. The reason you're feeling stirred, the reason your spirit is restless, is because heaven is alerting you in advance, preparing your soul for a divine collision that will change everything. The one coming into your life isn't just entering for companionship, they're coming as a confirmation that God remembers. They carry the fragrance of answered prayer. Their footsteps are ordered by the Lord, and every delay up until now has been to synchronize your timelines. Every rejection was redirection. Every betrayal was protection. And now the tables are turning. The winds of heaven are blowing in your favor. I see doors swinging open in the Spirit, doors that have long been shut, sealed by time, by trauma, by uncertainty, but now God is unlocking them because the timing is ripe. There's a weight to this connection, a divine urgency that makes sense of your past pain. You are not preparing for just a relationship, you're preparing for destiny. For divine partnership that multiplies purpose, not distracts from it. This person is stepping into your life not to consume but to contribute, not to impress but to invest, not to dim your light but to help it shine brighter. God has whispered your name into their spirit, and they will move with clarity, with conviction, with confirmation. You won't have to decode mixed signals or wonder if they're serious. Their pursuit will be consistent because it's driven by divine instruction, not mere attraction. The Spirit is showing me contracts being signed, journeys being mapped, phone calls being made, all aligning with heaven's timeline for your life. Even the places you've dreamt of visiting, the countries that randomly stir your heart, the cities that seem to call your name, those desires are not random. They're prophetic breadcrumbs pointing to where your purpose is pulling you. Some of you will relocate to places you've never been but will feel strangely familiar, because your spirit has already visited in prayer. And when you arrive, things will move swiftly. Divine acceleration will mark this season. What took years before will happen in months, even weeks, because the grace has shifted. You're no longer in the season of waiting, you're in the season of walking. God is calling you to walk into rooms where you once felt unworthy and take your seat at tables where favor has reserved your place. The person being sent to walk this journey with you won't need convincing, they'll recognize you, not by appearance, but by alignment. They'll say, "I prayed for this," and you'll know it's real. They'll see your wounds and won't run, they'll see your strength and won't compete. They'll see your calling and want to protect it. This is divine love. kingdom love. And it's coming swiftly. Be ready. Be vigilant. Be open. Keep your oil full. Keep your heart pure. Stay in position. Because when the moment arrives, when your paths intersect, there will be no hesitation. Heaven will announce it. The earth will respond. And your soul will say, "This is what I've been waiting for." Stay ready. Your relocation, for love, for purpose, for glory, is not coming. It's here. And when it arrives, it won't come quietly. There will be a holy disruption, a spiritual recognition so deep that your soul will settle even before your mind catches up. Peace will be your confirmation. Not the fragile peace that breaks under pressure, but the unshakable kind, the kind that only God can give. The kind that quiets every fear, silences every doubt, and hushes the noise of past disappointments. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for clarity. The alignment will speak for itself. What you used to strive for, you'll now attract through obedience. And the weight of delay will break off you like chains at midnight, just like Paul and Silas. Because this next move is not just about companionship, it's about covenant. It's about generational change. It's about birthing legacy. The prayers your grandmother whispered in the dark, the tears your mother cried in secret, the journal entries you wrote when no one was watching, they've all built an altar before the throne. And now fire is falling. Heaven is responding. God isn't just sending someone who looks good on paper. He's sending someone who makes sense in the spirit. They'll speak the language of your destiny. They'll carry answers, not just admiration. They'll challenge you toward wholeness and love you into healing. There will be no confusion, only confirmation. Your spirit will leap like Elizabeth's did when Mary entered the room, because when divine purpose meets divine timing, even what was hidden begins to move. Expect holy conversations. Expect divine interruptions. Expect encounters that leave you marked, not just moved. You're stepping into a season where divine timing and divine connections will collide like thunder, announcing that heaven has remembered your name. You're not late. You're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You were being preserved, for such a time as this. Your name has been spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your presence is being prepared for atmospheres you've never imagined. And when the connection comes, it will carry the rhythm of God's perfect timing. Not rushed. Not delayed. But right on time. The kind of timing that reminds you God was never behind, He was being intentional. So walk boldly. Pray fervently. Praise in advance. Because what's coming is not a maybe, it's a manifestation. The kind you've cried for. The kind you've fasted for. The kind you nearly gave up on. But look again. Hope again. Prepare again. Because divine love is not just a promise, it's unfolding now. And this time, you'll know. Not because it feels familiar, but because it feels ordained. And when God writes the story, it never needs editing. Stay ready. Heaven is aligning your steps with someone who carries keys, not to your cage, but to your calling.